Well, good morning friends and welcome back. I just finished up with my morning routine. I watched the sunrise, did some reading, drank a tea. It was so lovely. Right now I'm gearing up for a bit of a life admin day. I want to dedicate this day to doing all the small things that are just so easy to put off, but honestly need to get done. And this can really be anything from running errands to scheduling appointments to cleaning neglected areas of my home. I find it really helpful just every so often to dedicate an entire day to focusing on some of those smaller tasks so that I can take advantage of batching work and really I find that when I do that, I'm so productive, I get the ball rolling, I'm just able to get so much done. These days are honestly some of the most satisfying for me. And starting off, I always like to begin with writing out a list of everything that I want to accomplish so it can help me to stay on track. So last night, I wrote out a quick list of what I want to do today. So here's the list. So first things first, I want to empty out my inbox. This is always really important for me to do first thing because I don't enjoy it. And so I find it really helpful just to get the thing that I enjoy the least out of the way first. Then I also want to pick out a lantern size. If you saw my Getting Cozy for Winter video, I showed you these beautiful lanterns that I wanted to put in our front entryway and I love them, but I was wondering if they might be a bit too big. So I'm thinking of maybe getting one size smaller and I ordered the smaller size and I'm probably just going to keep whichever size we decide that we like better, return the other. So pick out the lantern size. I also want to wash my sheets. That definitely needs to be done. Clean out the fridge, clean my mirror. It is disgusting in my bedroom right now. It's like, I don't know when the last time I cleaned that mirror was, but it's embarrassing at this point. Then I also want to decide on frame sizes and order frames for the area above our TV. I was talking about that recently. I also want to return a printer. We want to buy a printer, but I have been struggling with finding a good printer. So yeah, the one that we got just isn't going to work out. I want to return that. I want to drop off some donations. And then I also want to create a mood board for the little bedroom makeover that we have planned. But yeah, I really want to get kind of a clear vision for that, for what we want with that. Of course, I'll share more about the details of each of these as we begin tackling them one by one. But first things first, I think I want to begin with emptying out my inbox so that we can have that checked off our list, kind of move on to some of the more fun items on here. So I've just got my computer right here, and I think to make this experience a bit more enjoyable, I'll probably light a candle, maybe get a quick glass of water, and then we'll do what is probably my favorite trick for just quickly being able to respond to emails without getting distracted. We'll set a timer and see just how fast we can get my inbox to zero. This is going to be such a great day though, and I'm so excited to spend some time getting productive together. Okay, it's go time. I currently have 93 emails and a handful of Slack messages that I need to go through and to respond to. So what I'm going to do right now is set a timer. We'll see how long it takes to do this. And that timer starts now. Let's do this. Time. So 49 minutes and 22 seconds later, we can officially check the first item off my to-do list. Honestly, that took longer than I was expecting, but there were a lot of emails there. They just piled up and I really needed to get to them. And honestly, it feels amazing. Today is a Friday. It feels so good knowing that I can enter into the weekend with a clear inbox. As I was going through all of them, I noticed that there were a few from last month that I was just now getting back to, so we were definitely due. Okay, but now we can move on to some more fun things. I want to pick which lanterns we want to go with for our front entryway next. So let me go ahead and grab the box and we can pick out, do we think the smaller or the larger lanterns would be a better fit for that space? So first impressions, I really like the size of these. I do feel like they could be the perfect fit, but let's take these and the larger ones out and see which we like better. Okay, so first, for reference, these are the ones that we picked up the other day. Target had 3 sizes of these lanterns. These are the medium. The large ones were way too big, but then I just picked up the small because I kind of have a feeling that something a little bit smaller might work better in this space. But now let's get out the new ones we just got and see if we like them better. So I'm really loving this. I feel like this might be the play. I love the fact that these lanterns don't actually cross over onto the rug, which the other ones did. I feel like proportionally this really does just work better. What do you guys think though? Do you like the smaller or the larger ones better? Now that I'm thinking about it, I do feel like the smaller ones, it might be easier to find a good sized LED candle to go in them, but I think I'm probably going to sit on the decision either way for a few days, make sure that I'm happy with the ones that I decide to keep, and then I'll probably just return the ones that we're not going to need. Here's one last look though. Honestly, I feel like either way we go, these lanterns really are a great addition to the space. Glad to be back inside. It is chilly out there. And we can go ahead and check that off of our list. The next thing that I want to do is to wash our sheets. Washing our sheets is something that I try to do on about a weekly basis. Y'all know I love the feeling of freshly cleaned sheets. Currently, we're going on 2+ weeks since we last washed our sheets, so it's definitely time to do this. So let's strip the bed now and throw on a load of laundry. The sheets are in the washer, and for my detergent, I'm going to be using my favorite Eco Strips laundry detergent. I think I've been using them for close to 3 years now. They really are my favorite, so I'm super excited to be partnering again with True Earth on today's video. What I love so much about True Earth's detergent is it's good for you and the environment. They use a lot less packaging. It just comes in these recyclable cardboard boxes, and it doesn't irritate your skin, which as someone who can have more sensitive skin is definitely important to me. They also come with a number of different scent options. You have the Lilac Breeze, there's an unscented one. My favorite is this one though. It's the Fresh Linen. It smells amazing. It's like that classic clean laundry smell. And all that is amazing, of course, but probably my favorite thing about True Earth is it's completely mess-free and easy to use. All you need to do is grab one of the laundry strips, tear it in half along the perforation. Although for extra large or dirty loads, sometimes it is good to use too. Then you just want to tear it a few extra times into smaller bits. Then just place those into your washer like normal and you're good to go. So I just love how everything is pre-measured, it's hassle-free, I don't need to deal with any messy liquids, and they really work too. That's why I've been using them for close to 3 years now. They do an amazing job of making sure that my clothes come out clean every time. So for an amazing laundry detergent option that really works, I highly recommend checking True Earth out. And as always, you can use my code Ashlynne to get 10% off. And as always, I will have all of the information you need linked up for you in the description box below. Now let's put on this laundry and continue making our way down the list. So we're making some good progress here. That's another item that we can tick off our list. But I will say I am getting a bit hungry right now, so I think what I want to do next is a little bit of multitasking. So next on our list is I want to clean out our fridge, and I'm thinking maybe I can kind of swing it so that we can make some lunch and clean out our fridge at the same time. Right now, our fridge is super disorganized and honestly kind of a mess. There's things in there that I think might be expired or are about to expire, and just everything is in the wrong place right now. It is driving me crazy just opening it. So why don't we clean that out, and then while we do, we can pull out some things as well to make some food. Just look at this thing. There are currently drinks where our vegetables should be, just things completely out of place and disorganized. Honestly, it looks like there's a lot more food in here than I think that there actually is too. I think we need to just take some of the extra packaging that we have out here and organize it, and it'll be looking so much better. But yeah, just looking at this right now, it's scary. I think we may just need to start with emptying out most of it and taking it from there. So I'm just going to throw you all on a time lapse and let's get to it.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away.
So this is already looking a lot better. I emptied almost everything out, just kept a few things that I know we're going to be keeping, but I think what I want to do next is quickly to wipe down all of the shelves and that drawer as well that are empty, give them a quick wipe down because this one especially is kind of gross. And then we'll go ahead and organize everything and fill it back in. I do want to go through everything here though before putting it back. There are a number of things that I noticed, like the sauce that are duplicates, like this syrup. I think somebody left at our house. We don't actually use breakfast syrup, so it's practically empty. I think we can go ahead and declutter that. This jam is pretty much empty, and there are a few really gross vegetables here that are well past being good. So just want to make sure that everything that we're putting back in the fridge is something we're actually going to use. First things first though, let's wipe down the shelves.
I'm gonna let the past be filled with smoke, and I will try to fix what has been broken, and take this weight off my shoulders, 'cause I know yesterday ain't coming back.
We're making some good progress here. The shelves are all looking a lot better. It is amazing what a difference just wiping everything down makes. Now I want to start just slowly filling everything back in and sorting through all of the food items as we do. I'm going to start with the easy stuff first, the items that I know where they go. We'll do those, and then once we get to the harder items, we'll talk you through some of the decisions.
So I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day.
Okay, all done. Here's the end result, and it is just a night and day difference in here. Let me walk you through how I've got it all organized. So up here, I have all of my coffee supplies, eggs, yogurt, kind of like the daily essentials. This shelf is devoted to vegetables and greens. Down here, we have all of our fruits. Then here we have kind of some of the larger miscellaneous items, so things like cream cheese, our maple syrup, backstock, mayonnaise, things like that. And here is all of our meats and cheeses. And these two bottom drawers are all devoted to drinks. We love having a good supply of drinks on hand for whenever we host. Then up here we have butter, garlic, and I think more cream cheese. We don't even use it that much. I don't know why we have so much. Then I have daily essentials, milk, oat milk, and coffee. Then these two shelves are all for sauces and condiments that need to be refrigerated. And then down here, we just have a few extra drinks. Then for the items that we're not going to be keeping, there's a bit of packaging here that we're just going to recycle. Then we have a number of products that are either empty, that have obviously gone bad, gone stale, and a couple things here that I just don't see us using, so I don't want to hold on to. And best part, I did find some leftovers, so really quick, I'm going to flip over the laundry because I just heard that go off. Then we can heat these up and then have a little bite to eat. Then after we've eaten, we'll take care of this mess behind me. Okay, lunch is served. Got some leftover ravioli with Brussels sprouts and bacon. This looks so delicious. And I'm just going to dig into this now, and when I'm done, we can finish up tidying the kitchen. Well, that was delicious, but now it's time to tackle this lot beside me. What I want to do is to empty out and to recycle anything that I can, then anything that can't be recycled, we'll just throw out. I do want to minimize waste where possible though. Well, that was some perfect timing. I just finished tidying up the kitchen right as the sheets finished up in the dryer. So let's go ahead and get those out now and make the bed. Well, we've got the bed made and I'm already excited to crawl into my sheets tonight. That is just such a good feeling. But now, while we're here in the bedroom, what I want to do next is to clean my mirror. And this thing is, I don't know how well you can see, but it is truly disgusting. Maybe at this angle you can kind of tell. See how fuzzy that reflection looks? It's so gross. So I've got my cleaning spray and a cloth right here. We're going to give this thing a good wipe down, and hopefully on the other side, I'll actually be able to clearly see my reflection in the mirror. Imagine that. Something that really should be so basic, but I'm terrible at remembering to clean my mirror. I feel like all of us have something like that though, right? And actually, I'd love to know, comment below and let me know, what is that thing for you that you just always forget to clean until it's really gross? Let's make each other not feel alone in this. Guys, that literally just took me 5 minutes and it made such a difference. It's really why I love doing days like this where I can just really devote time to doing some of those often neglected tasks, because really it doesn't take much effort, but you know, the feeling of satisfaction that I get, the reward on the other side really is incredible. So glad we took the time to do that, and I love having a clean mirror. I should do this more often, which of course is in my power. I just need to get better at remembering. It's a work in progress. Okay, but now we are more than halfway through with our list, which is amazing. The next thing that I want to do is to decide on the frame sizes for the TV area behind me. I'll put a picture on the screen of exactly what we're wanting to do, but essentially ever since we got our frame TV, we've been wanting to create something of a gallery wall to kind of fill out the empty space in this area right here behind me. We have now had this TV for about a month and I still haven't figured out the measurements of the frames that we need, so that's what I want to do now. I found this picture online of a few different sample frame sizes, and so what I want to do right now is to use this craft paper and just to physically cut out the frame sizes that I think would look good, tape them to the wall, figure out exactly what orientation we want to do, what sizes we need, so I can go ahead and order the frames and we can really get the ball rolling with this. So we've got them all cut out. The lines are not the straightest, but honestly I think that's a lot less important than just generally trying to get a feeling for what size of frames that we want. Obviously we're not going to be keeping these. It's just for reference, but let's go ahead and put them up on the wall. We can play around with them a bit, see what we think looks best. So when I said that my lines weren't super straight, I probably should have just said that they're extremely crooked, but I am definitely getting a general feeling for what I like. There are things about this that I do really appreciate, but it doesn't feel quite like what I'm going for yet. So I'm going to keep playing around with these sizes, see if we might be able to find something that I like just a little bit better. Okay, so as you can probably see here, I'm having a bit of indecision. I think I do generally really like this layout where it's kind of staggered a little bit, but I really can't pick what I like better for this bottom frame, either something a bit smaller and horizontal or taller and vertical. I do feel like either could work in this space, but just not sure what to go with. So I think I'll probably consult Christopher when he gets back from the gym. He has a really good eye for that type of thing, and I would love your feedback as well if you think one version might work better than the other. I think I might just buy the frame for both sizes though and just return whichever I end up not going with. I do feel like sometimes seeing it in person really can just help give clarity a little bit more than this can, even though this visual is super helpful. I'll just take one more look at it. I do love the vertical height that this adds to the side of the room. I feel like before your eye was always drawn upward because of these shelves, and then this side kind of looked empty. So I love the idea of just being able to fill this space up. But yeah, I don't know. I like the fact that this longer one kind of like brings the eye down. It completes it a little bit, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Or is there something else I should do entirely? I would love your thoughts. I think I'm going to leave those up until I make a decision. That way I can just kind of sit on it, get a better feeling for what it would practically look and feel like in the space. Right now I want to continue making our way down the list. Next up, I want to run a few errands. So right here I have a few bags of donations that I need to drop off, as well as a printer I need to return. So let's head out of the house quickly and do those. Depending on how long that takes, maybe we'll see if we can find some frames. First though, it's thrift store time. These are so heavy. What am I donating? Let's do this.
I see it in your eyes. Yeah, I can read the signs.
Have a good day. Thank you. Okay, that's errand 1 of 2 done. Now let's head to the thrift store.
It's time we make a change. Oh, you know you'll always have me.
Well, that was really sweet. All in the span of like 5 minutes, we put together these little bags for the homeless in our area, and I was able to give out one of those. I dropped off my donations, and then these 2 really sweet guys were the ones picking up my donations. They like saw my camera and just got to chat a little bit about YouTube. Great conversation. They really were just really sweet people. So yeah, it was a great 5 minutes, and that's our donations taken care of.
Baby, let's go for a ride.
Okay, last stop of this excursion, I just pulled into Target and let's see if we can find some frames that would work well in the living room.
I'll have your back if you'll have mine. You and I wanna leave everything behind.
Well, I definitely call that trip a success. I found 4 different frames. I have a 10 by 12 frame, 2 11 by 14 frames, and then I also found a 16 by 20 frame. So it's not exactly what I measured out, but it's pretty close. I think we could make at least one of the configurations work. And bonus points, the color of the wood on these matches the TV frame almost exactly. So thrilled about that, and I was just chatting with Christopher, and we're thinking that since he already has a lot of his art pieces displayed around our home, I don't have too many of mine. I think what I'm going to do is print off some of the photography that I've done over the years and just put up some really beautiful prints in the frames. That way it's really personal. I love displaying art with meaning, and it will be a really cool way to be able to show off some of my photography. Of course, I still have no idea what pictures exactly I'm going to put in those frames, but we'll get there. Okay, but now we've made it to the end of our list, and as I often like to do, I saved the thing that I'm most looking forward to for last. This is just one of those tricks that helps keep me motivated and gives me something to look forward to throughout the day. What I want to do right now is to create a mood board for our bedroom. As you may have noticed earlier, our bedroom right now is really nothing to write home about. It's ultra minimal, but not so much the good kind of minimal, more so the kind that just looks boring. And confession time, that's because it's one of the few rooms of the house that we really haven't done anything with since we first moved to this house 2 years ago. But finally, it's time. We're going to change that. I've been talking a lot about it with Christopher, and one of our goals for this year is that we want to redo our bedroom, which honestly, I am so excited about. But that being said, there are a lot of different ideas that I have right now of different interior decor styles and things that I like. What I want to do right now is really try to narrow that down and to create a mood board that we can work with. So I'll put my Pinterest board on the screen here. I really want to use that as inspiration, but generally, I think I really want to go for a very mid-century inspired bedroom. If you look around my house, it's really easy to tell I love that decor style. But then I also want to incorporate a lot of cozy, some antique elements, and even maybe have a bit of Italian vibes going on. When we were in Italy a couple of years ago, I was just so inspired by the art, the architecture, the design of everywhere that we went. So if we could bring just a little piece of that to our bedroom, I would love that. So right now I just want to sit down with my laptop for a bit, play around on Canva. It's what I like to use to create these mood boards. I find it really just straightforward, user-friendly. Yeah, why don't I record my screen now and we can work on this together. Okay, and you can see that I started this the other day. I just started dropping in different elements that I liked. One thing that I'm really leaning towards with this room is, I know it's not super popular these days to have a fully whatever finished set with matching bed, side tables, and dresser, but honestly, there's this one mid-century set from West Elm that I'm obsessed with. I have been for a long time, and I think I might break the rules of what's popular right now and just get that set. I don't know. I love it. Looking at it really makes me happy, and so maybe this is just one of those times where I need to break the rules and go with what I'm going to enjoy rather than what's technically in style. I do really think that if we can pair it well with some more modern and cozy elements, that it won't feel super dated, and hopefully it will give really a timeless vibe. So that's what's going through my mind as far as furniture goes. In terms of colors, I'm really being drawn to these very earthy, neutral colors, as well as some rich greens. I feel like that is just so beautiful. Would love to have some kind of green bedding incorporated. I feel like that would be so nice. I love the idea of just having a massive snake plant. I feel like this one's gorgeous. I also have been really loving the bird of paradise that we have in the dining room, so maybe something like that would be perfect. Okay, liking how this is coming together. Yeah, I love that. That will go so well. Stunning. Okay, some other details. Okay, so obviously this could still use a bit of refining, and I'll definitely want to check with Christopher before committing to anything, but I'm loving the direction of this bedroom mood board. Here it is, and I feel like this is just so me. I love all the earthy neutrals. I love the art that we've incorporated, the plants. I feel like it just has so many components that would make for such a cozy bedroom. So over the next few weeks, we'll continue refining and begin sourcing items for that makeover. Then we'll probably actually redo the room in late February, early March, but I am already already so looking forward to it, and honestly, if it is even just a fraction of what my mood board has, I feel like it's going to be so, so beautiful. All right, but now with our mood board finished, we've officially made it to the end of our to-do list, so I think I'm going to wrap this one up here. Tonight, I think Christopher and I are going to be enjoying a chill evening in, might work on my paint by number for a bit, watch a bit of TV, just some cozy, chill winter evening activities. But I really hope that you all enjoyed coming along with me today as we got productive, checked items off of my to-do list, did a bit of life admin. Personally, I always find these days to be some of the most satisfying. I love just being able to write out a list of everything that I want to do and then actually do it. So I'm feeling good right now. Before I go, I just wanted to leave you guys with one quick reminder to check out True Earth. You can use that code Ashlynne for 10% off. And as always, all the details you need will be linked up for you in the description. That's everything from me for today though. So thank you all so, so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.